I'm Dr. Asl Arab. Welcome back to my course of Strategic Management. In the actual video, I'll briefly explain how to analyze external environment so far. Strategic management is interesting for profit organization, non-profit organization, for private and public enterprises, as well as important for project management and for project managers of any scale, like for large scale walking projects and as well as for small projects. What appeal to the attention is that strategic management or the tools and instruments of strategic management, although they are simple and the application they are very useful for that can lead the company to thrive and also can bring about tremendous success whenever they are well applied. So basically, to analyze external environment, we can of course study the surrounding factor at environmental level. Macro environmental influences can be economic, social, political, technological. So here is the organization should study different aspects of the organization. PESTEL stands for political, economic, social, and legal. We can use different variants, such as PESTEL. PESTEL, we add environmental and legal, environmental or ethical also. Sometimes we use ethical, sometimes we can use environmental. Anyway, so we study within this PESTEL, we study different factors and indicators that can affect the overall performance of the organization and can affect, of course, its strategy. That's why it is very important for an organization to be positioned in its environment, right? So political, we can study, for example, the government stability. We can study taxation policy. We can study foreign trade regulations. We can study the welfare social policies. And the economic, we can study the GDP, gross domestic product. We can also study GNP, gross national product. We can study interest rates. We can study and further analyze, for example, some indicators such as inflation, interest rates, supply money, etc., disposable income. So all these indicators can, of course, provide with a pretty clear idea, an image, the big image of the environment surrounding, of course, the company, the business, right? We can, in the socio-cultural, we can analyze the factors such as population demographics, social mobility, lifestyles changes, consumerism, levels of education, and technological, particularly nowadays we are living in a world, a disruptive world, so we need disruptive technologies and disruptive innovations. So we can study the government spending on research and development. We can study the government and industry focus on technological efforts, new discoveries, speed of technological transfer. For example, TGV is a good example that increases the speed of transfer of goods and services between, of course, cities in the Moroccan state. Environmental, particularly also in nowadays, it is essentially important to provide with green products. That's why the environmental protection laws are important, and we have to study those indicators. The waste disposal, for example, we can study the energy consumption. For the legal, we can study competition law, we can study employment law, health and safety, product safety, etc. So those, of course, indicators can help on answering the question what environmental factors can affect the organization and what factors should we thoroughly analyze in the present time and what factors we can keep to analyze in few next years. Okay, now we will show you how also to analyze the industrial environment, and for this the first thing that we have to bring about is to comprehend, to understand, is the Porter 5 forces. So Porter 5 forces, as its name indicates, is about forces that might affect the industry or at sector level. Of course, these forces leads to the analysis of attractiveness of the industry. Um, Attractive industry means a higher profit. So attractive industry, higher profit. Unattractive industry, lower the profits. For to study this attractiveness of the market, we have to focus on the barriers to entry, on the supplier bargaining power, buyers bargaining power, and also the intensity of rivalry of competitors, and the substitute, the threat of substitute. So these are the 5 forces that might be important for better understanding our positioning in the industry, in the sector, in the markets, right? So attractive markets means here high barriers to entry, also weak suppliers bargaining power. So when the suppliers are many and they are not concentrated, then negotiation is weakened, okay? And they can the company can be let's say strong, okay? Higher barriers to enter, such as capital. So when the business requires a lot of amount of capital, it means that the barriers are higher. Also, the legal and the regulations, for example, when a lot of let's just say rules we have to respect, of course the business will be, let's just say, unattractive in this case. So attractive when high barriers to entry and weak suppliers bargaining power, for example. And